Hello everyone, Marcos from Success by LiveChat here, and today we want to dig deep into customer service. Companies forget that the way that you deliver your service is as important as the product itself. That's why today we want to show you why customer service is important, how to start your strategy, what are the things you really need to know, and what are the things you really need to avoid. Welcome back. Okay, first of all, I want to explain you why customer service is important and how doing it right means more money for you. In August 2020, Sense Photonics and the Harris Poll put together a survey that showed that 70% of Americans will prefer a completely human-free, contactless shopping experience. Not only that, 3 out of 4 will choose a store with contactless curbside pickup as an option, but the most staggering number was that 1/3 of Americans are okay with never buying in a store again. So you might be asking yourself, why is customer service so important if nobody's going to visit a store? Well, it's more important than ever. Let me tell you about our example. We not only have people available 24/7, but we also train them so much that they can sell the product to the grandmas. And everybody that joins the company has to go to 2 full days of being an agent. I had to do it too, even though I'm not a support agent, and it gave me a huge sense of what are we really selling and to whom. And today we're going to share a little bit of that secret sauce with you. The 3 things we want our agents to always remember are: become customers' advocates. The job is not only to serve our customers, but about balancing the communication. Put customers first. Whenever we find ourselves clueless on how to proceed with any case, we ask ourselves, what solution is best for the customers? And context matters. Supporting people is not a pop quiz or a business version of Who Wants to Become a Millionaire. We need to provide correct answers, but we also need to put ourselves in the shoes of customers to learn the true nature of their problems. Putting so much emphasis on these had a clear result. We got over 31,000 customers worldwide, and we became one of the lead companies in the live chat industry. So why do you want to do this? Easy answer: to make more money. We looked at the top 10 companies that we identified as customer service leaders, and we compared that to the S&P 500. As you can see, the difference is huge. Wikipedia shows that from around 2011-2012, the concept of customer centricity started taking a much bigger role in some companies. And those companies skyrocketed their performance and stock market value. So a quick turn to assign more value to the customers and the service they provide made these companies a lot richer. So remember, customer service is going to help your company grow, it's going to make your brand unforgettable, but most importantly, it's going to make you more money. But let's start from the beginning. What is customer service? And customer service is a lot more than you think. It's not just about a person on the other side of the world waiting for you to complain. Customer service is that connection that a consumer makes with your brand by what you say and do through branding, marketing, sales, and support. It starts from the moment that they learn about your brand all the way till they forget about it. So in simple words, it's about the journey. And just like with your brand and product, customer service needs a set of goals. And we found 3 very important ones for you to remember. Offer something that customers want, need, and appreciate. Set and meet customer expectations for a particular set of products. And add extra touches wherever possible to exceed expectations and stand out among the competition. So now that you know the most important things, let's go to the meat. How can you use all this to make more money for you and your company? So what you want to do first? First, you want to understand the customer journey well. This is when you look at every step the customer gets in touch with your brand, from discovery to purchase and beyond. For this, grab a template out of Miro or use tools like Castellans, where you can have a graphic visualization of every time your customers will need your help directly. Identify those points of contact and think of what kind of experience you want to deliver to your customer. And for that, ask yourself these questions. Where do your customers find out about your brand? Where do they learn more about it? When do your customers talk to you for the first time and how? When do they purchase your product? And how long is their lifetime value? Now that you have all that information and you have tools to put it in a visual way, this is what we call a customer service funnel. Here you're going to notice that there are different members of your organization responsible for different stages of customer service. But if they don't work as unison and one of them fails to deliver the excellent customer service, the whole chain will break. So what can you do so all of your players play the same game? Have one voice, one experience. And this is going to be based mostly on the most important thing every company should have, which is branding. Don't forget that branding is going to be a visual representation of the feeling that you want to evoke and the problem that you're trying to solve. The experience that the customers are going to have is based largely on the kind of brand that you're trying to build. And I'm not talking about a script. You want everybody in your company to have their own voice. This is about a common message. And this message is going to be based on your vision and mission, extrapolated through your marketing. Let me show you some great examples of very well-known brands and their experience. So let me start with Costco. Costco combines the prestige of upscale shopping with the excitement of finding a really good deal in a secondhand store. And that experience is the same across every store, even internationally. Costco targets a large group of people, and these are people who really want a good deal, even though they have the money to spend. To offer customers the best deal, Costco does things like building skylights in their warehouses, so you get natural light, and they save in electricity. They also have hardly any advertising, and their marketing team is very small. One of the cool things they do, though, is a membership. You have to buy in a membership in order to access to their offers, and that makes you feel special. There are 3 things that Costco is doing very well, which is to offer low prices, high quality, and a unique shopping experience. All of these put Costco on the top 5 companies according to NPS in 2019. Another example that is very close to my heart because I work there, that's Disney. If you've ever been in Disney World, you know that it's the happiest place on earth. And you might think that it's based on a 90s strategy of a lot of smiles and courtesy and enthusiasm, but there's a lot more than that. Disney doesn't focus just on the customer service, but in the customer journey. They will understand everything that happened between the moment you get off the plane, you check in the hotel, you park your car, you eat in the restaurant. They will understand all this journey in order to deliver a great customer service. Some people might call it magic, but it's just a solid strategy. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. So far we answered a few questions. What is customer service? Why is it important for you and your company? And what are the first things you need to do in order to prepare for an amazing customer service strategy? But now we're going to dig even deeper, and we're going to share with you what are the questions that we answer ourselves before putting our strategy together. There are 6 questions that are very important in order for you to put together a customer service strategy, and this is what we use. The first question is, do you know who your customers are? And here there's no gray area. You either know very well or you're working really hard to find out who they are. The way we do it is every time that we talk to a customer, we identify them by geolocation, time zone, which page are they coming from, how long are they spending there, what kind of issues they have. This gives us a huge picture of who they truly are and allow us to prepare better to serve them better. Another question will be, does each team know who your customers are? And for this, get the marketing team to work together with the people that talks to the customers all the time. Let them craft a customer persona. So one person in the company can share this information and have everybody on the same page. Another question will be, do you know where your customers are? We already know who they are, now where are they? And for this, you need to test different social medias and different channels. For social media, go for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and see if your customers are spending time in there. Or try alternative channels like websites, emails, SMS. For example, for us, websites and emails are the best way to communicate with our customer. So you need to find out which ones are the best for your company and the best way for you to reach out with your customer. Next one is, do the values you communicate to the world match what your customer believes in? And this is about your vision being aligned with the customer expectations. Let me give you a good example. In Princess Cruises, we had the CRUISE acronym, which means courtesy, respect, unfailing in service excellence. We all have to memorize that to understand what is the customer expecting from us. So make sure you have one message that is common for the whole company so everybody knows what to deliver. Do you tell your customers what they should hear? I mean, we know that the customer is not always right and sometimes we're going to have to say no. But try to avoid colorful, confusing messaging and be straightforward, be honest. Customers will appreciate that much more. And do the values you communicate match your own values? And now we're talking about internal communication. Make sure that everybody inside the company understands what's your vision and mission. In our case, we wrote a constitution that tells us what kind of company we are and what kind of company we want to be. And that makes it a lot easier for us to communicate that to our customers. Now, I'm sure you've been working in some sort of a customer service strategy already, but we also identified a few mistakes that are very common, and we wanted to share those with you. Don't confuse going the extra mile with stalking. It's great if you're going to be listening to social media and try to answer people's questions every time they mention your brand. But don't stalk your customers. Don't just jump in random stories just to say, hey, are you guys talking about me? Be there to solve problems, but don't stalk your customers. Do not turn kind gestures of appreciation into cold PR moves. And let me give you a great example. I don't know if you know the story of Dogface, this guy who recorded himself listening to Fleetwood Mac and drinking Ocean Spray cranberry juice. The video went viral, 25 million views and counting, and Ocean Spray was so happy that they gave the guy a free car. People loved that because it was authentic. So if you want to do something special for your customers, don't just do the regular discounts over and over. Try to do something special and authentic and they will love it. Another common mistake is underestimating the power of word of mouth. Don't forget that 75% of the interactions online are happening behind your back. We made a whole video about dark social. So make sure that your customer experience or your customer service are so aligned that everything that's going to come out from the mouth of your customers is going to be positive. And do not put profits before your customer. This is a long-term plan. Investors are looking into companies with a strong customer service or customer experience strategy more than companies with a good product development plan or good pricing. Put the customer before profit and that money will come anyways. And there are a couple of more things that I want you to remember. Do not over-automate. Let people talk to people. Use the tools just to connect them. Listen to your customer. Don't just assume things. Go to social media and ask the right questions. Listen to what they have to say. Be proactive, not reactive. Now that you're listening, you can foresee certain issues or problems that they might happen, so get ready for them. Don't undervalue your customer service staff. These are the people that talk to your customers all the time, so praise them and reward them when needed. And do not overpromise. Make sure you can deliver on your customers' expectations. Now, if you put all these things together and make sure you don't fall in these mistakes, you should be ready to put together a very good customer service plan. Not two customer service strategies are the same. You have to create something that is unique to you, to your customer, and your brand. But keep your eyes on the prize. Having a good strategy is about making more money. And that's why we wanted to share with you some of the things that we learned throughout the years. I'm also going to add a link to our customer service guide, which is a huge article with a lot of tools for you to create something great. Now, if you learned something today, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. My name is Marcus, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.